Today, it's your fortnightly update on various things Fortnite, except weekly. CheckPoint is weekly. This is CheckPoint.
Welcome to CheckPoint, where we are legally obligated to remind you that this show is for entertainment purposes only.
Any similarity to real news in any real games industry, living or dead, is purely coincidental. The National Federation of State High Schools is getting into eSports. The NFHS is a federal-level leadership body for high schools in the United States, governing the rules for high school-level sports across 19,500 institutions, and now they are working with the Play On Sports Broadcasting Network to add MOBA, sports, and fighting games to their repertoire. Yes, notably absent is first-person shooters, which, according to NFHS CEO Mark Koski, quote, do not fit within the education mindset that we are hoping to bring to this activity. On the one hand, I get it. Violent video games in schools, it's always been a touchy subject, and that climate is certainly not getting better. But on the other hand, the NFHS says first-person shooters aren't allowed, but neither is Fortnite, a third-person shooter. And yes, perhaps that's getting a little granular, but there's also some pretty big stylistic differences between Fortnite and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Furthermore, Call of Duty wouldn't be allowed, but Street Fighter, a game about fighting in the street with your fists, is okay. And again, on some level, I sympathize, because the NFHS is trying to do good things. As they say, quote, we know esports isn't just up and coming, it's here. And they want to allow students to pursue that in a school setting. According to them, 200 colleges in the US and Canada are offering esports scholarships now. And furthermore, if a specific school wants to allow shooters, the NFHS is fine with that. They just won't govern it. Even though they do govern some real-life sports involving actual shooting. I think the takeaway here is there's a lot of nuanced angles going on. It's overall a good thing, and good lord, but it not perfect system.
If you play Fortnite, you're no doubt aware that thanks to Reddit speculation, there is a rumor circulating that at the end of the current season, the Tilted Tower section of the map is going to be vaporized by the mysterious comet that appeared in the game at the end of March. And to that end, a bunch of Redditors, sick of waiting for the payoff, decided to band together, create a non-aggression pact, and just destroy the Tilted Towers themselves. So on April 18th, at exactly 6 p.m. EST, thousands of players logged in at the same time, all wearing the default skin in order to recognize each other, and then descended en masse to Tilted Towers to destroy the city and have a dance party on its ashes. And it worked multiple times across multiple platforms, with only a few griefers and server crashes ruining the fun. So I salute you, Reddit users. You not only destroyed an entire city multiple times, you also accidentally sort of recreated the original PvE-based game of Fortnite that Epic stopped working on because nobody liked it or played it. Game development truly is cyclical.
In other Fortnite Battle Royale news, Epic Games recently buffed and nerfed the game's different shotguns, but it's actually all in your head. In Epic Bouncy Battle Royale and Fence Construction Simulator, whenever a loot chest or dead opponent explodes into its pile of shiny loot, the various guns and gear are color-coded by rarity, and those rarity levels tend to reflect the power of said guns and gear. Without changing any actual numbers, Epic altered the color coding on tactical shotguns down a level and pump shotguns up a level. Same power, same drop rate, different colors. And the result? Tactical shotgun kills dropped, pump shotgun kills went up by a surprising 23% and 36% respectively. Turns out, placebos work. In the heat of battle, when you've just jumped out of a balloon bus and descended to Earth on a parasol to pickaxe your way into a convenience store's attic before the dabbing cosmonaut can pilot a firework into your welding goggles, you're just gonna grab the shinier gun and start firing.
Doom, the original first-person shooter that birthed the whole genre, has a new mod called Mr. Friendly. Instead of shooting demons, which is old and busted, you can now wander around freely and talk to the minions of hell to see how they're getting on after yet another Space Marine attack. And you can also craft items and go on quests and fish. It's basically Animal Crossing, but with space demons for villagers. And considering people, me, are so thirsty for new Animal Crossing, they're still playing the money-grubbing mobile game despite the garbage new Gachapon fortune cookie mechanic, Mr. Friendly's starting to look very tempting.
Why are you still playing the game if you hate it so much?
Because it's so boring, it helps me go to sleep.
Surely there are less irritating ways to fall asleep.
Yeah, but they don't have Marshall, and he's so cute.
He's asking you for a pear while literally standing beside a pear tree.
I said cute, not smart. Coming up, Crow Team promises that Serious Sam 4 will offer a brutally bigger scale than previous titles, which is interesting considering massive scale was already a feature of the series. The game's subtitle is Planet Badass, so maybe Sam is just finally going to depopulate the entire world.
Today, it's your Fortnightly. I'm sorry. It's about Fortnite. Goodbye.